This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. We're here at Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. Rich Lerner pleased as always to be alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action. Frank, I don't know if you remember those posters depicting fantasy golf. You had like a long par 4 up Kilimanjaro, a testy par 3 around the Matterhorn. How about a never-ending par 5 off the shores of Lake Michigan? Welcome to Whistling Straits.
Yeah, Pete and Alice Dye designed this golf course, and you could say it's diabolical when it's stretched out to 7,800 yards. That's if you feel like playing off the men's tees.
All set, ready to go. First tee at the PGA Championship. And Frank, what's ahead?
Well, if you want to put your big boy pants on, you can put it all the way in the back there, 493 yards. That's hardly a soft opening hole.
Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, where the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and we all make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Frank, what's the best way to attack this first hole?
You'd like to hit your second shot just a little right of the flag. Everything slopes towards the left.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That will be a great look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Now the second shot to the par 5. And it makes the green in regulation. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
Now they're rolling. 3 under par. Frank, this golf course is hard work, no question, but every once in a while it allows you to stop and just soak it all in. It is spectacular.
It is. In one respect, it's an enormously long golf course at 7,800 yards. But then if you look away from the landscape itself, it's truly beautiful.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And he's made it onto the green now. Good effort and a good par putt. Frank, you don't see holes like the 5th here at Whistling Straits all that often, do you?
Not just the shape of the hole, the length. Pete Dyer's managed to put both the length and the design of the hole together to make it brutally tough, but at the same time strategically brilliant.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. On the green in regulation. Nudge this one home, finish it up. How about that? 4 under par. Hole number 6 and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here. Should be safely on deck.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, how's the 9th hole here at Whistling Straits?
Not exactly the easiest way to finish the front 9, that's for sure. Slight bend to the right. Ideally, you want to hit it down that left side. Otherwise, you might be blocked out with that second shot.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards. Down the hill here, going to play shorter. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Moves to -8. Welcome back to the PGA Championship here at Whistling Straits. Ball is teed up here at the 10th. We are set to get it going on the back 9.
There's a bunker that you can see that's about 260 yards in the middle of the fairway. You can easily carry that in line with another one that's about 330 yards. That just sets up a relatively straightforward pitch.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, safety off the tee. Now what happens on this second shot?
This green, Rich, is just elevated a little bit, so you can't just sort of grab a wedge and just hit away willy-nilly. You've got to be careful here that you must flight that shot in properly to make it land softly on this green.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
Continues to putt beautifully. 645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Frank, this is one of the great displays of golf I've seen all year long. This would be a 7th straight. Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you think it's a snack. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for holy cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. That was well judged, wasn't it? Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Makes the putt for a birdie. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits. Oh, I liked that.
Great strike and a great result. Setting up a good chance to attack the flag. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good chance at one. That would be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Under on the deck. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but that is well on the cards. Should be safely on deck.
That was a solid strike and a good result. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good putt. Frank, the 17th hole. I don't like the sound of it. It's called pinched nerve. And I'm not sure I like the look of it. 249 yards and all sorts of trouble to the left.
Well, trouble to the left, there is some 20 feet below the level of the green, so that's a no-go zone. And then, of course, on the right, there's a huge mound, the sand dune there with a bunker in it. That sort of makes you hit that tee shot a little further left. But believe me, there is a little bit of green in between both.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Well, it's pretty simple. You want to put your name alongside the likes of Vijay Singh, Martin Keimer, men who've won PGA championships right here at Whistling Straits, then you need to knuckle down and make something happen at this final hole.
Yeah, par to win might be easy to say, but on a hole like this, 520 yards, it's hard to do. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Now playing the second here at the par 4. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. 13 feet away. Just has the feel today. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to